Yo, it's Monday
Hi.
Hangover.
It is the Monday Hangover. The Vikings suffer their first loss of the season, losing 31-29 to the Detroit Lions. In a game that was back and forth, exciting, kind of the way we figured it would go. Just two powerhouses exchanging blows.
Exchanging blows just like Rocky and Apollo in Rocky 1.
Yes, and Rocky 2 as well.
Quite a few actually. So we'll let some people trickle. We got Mason M in the house. Purple and gold bars is just letting it, just unleashing, which we love. Wendell.
I don't know. I don't see it. I can't help you in the pronunciation.
Wendell Covert. I like it.
Oh, there it is, Wendell.
Ashley is in the house.
Mr. Wendell.
Boom.
Yeah.
Van Ginkel's playing like defense player of the year. Hell yeah, he is. I posted that last night, and somebody said he's like, I don't know if it was legit. It was like 150,000. Like it was something crazy odds. He was not even in consideration, basically.
Wow.
Not nice. Not nice at all.
Not nice. Again, how's everybody feeling? Let us know in the comments after soaking this thing in for, what's it been now? 18, 20 hours?
Ooh, Julian Marker. That's a bold statement.
Yeah.
Like, I believe you, but man, those Eagles fans are the worst.
Yeah, they're horrible. They're absolutely horrible.
Chris, where were you yesterday?
I thought he was there for the pregame, wasn't he? Or was that
I was
last
worried,
week?
freaking sick. Sarah,
Davey's in the house. She does have some thoughts.
Built too good. Davey, what's going on? Purple and gold. I'm going to say you guys went to see you had a nice dinner at Applebee's.
I was going to say Cracker Barrel.
Lions fans are loudmouth cracks babies.
I just hate
the Lions. Hey, you know what? Winning is new to them. So, I'm giving them a little bit of a pass to be arrogant assholes if they are, because they're not used to it. They're not.
It'd been nice to, put them in their place with a huge win. And it looked like that's the way I was going to go after that first quarter. But, again, Lions are a good team, and they proved it.
They did. Very close. East Side Mario's. Wow.
We used to have Mario's here in town.
You have those in the U.S. I'm Canadian. No, never heard of East Side Mario's. It sounds delicious. Hope you had a nice glass of wine.
Sounds very dangerous.
I bet you had a nice glass of red wine.
I'm sure you did.
Julie Marker, yeah, I get it. All right, we'll give another minute or two, and then we'll hop into this baby.
We'll hop into it, and quick turnaround this week. Game on Thursday night. Tim Boss is in the house.
Boss man.
I think that's the best part about a loss. When you have the Thursday game, you can just get that taste out of your mouth. A couple years ago, Vikings, when they got their asses whooped by Dallas at home, they had the Thanksgiving game and came back smoking hot against the Patriots. So hopefully that happens again here this week.
Oh, we're gonna kick the shit out of the Rams.
Yeah.
Like we're gonna be angry. It's gonna be gross. Mm-hmm. It's gonna be a very gross day for Rams fans. Did you guys get as hammers as I did yesterday? I'm surprised I made it to work this morning. Dusty Ray pickled.
I had a good buzz going about 4:00, but then I took it easy after that. 5:00. Yeah.
Who's going to the game this week? Let's get shithoused. I know.
Coda's going to be there.
Coda's going. I've seen a handful of people are going. So Tim Voss, you might run into some familiar faces.
A couple of the Lupagels should be there. Just imagine a picture of Vossman and Coda and Shelby. What a picture that would be.
Oh, that would be a great picture. Mike Weisenborn, what's going on, buddy? All right, let's talk some damn Vikings.
Yeah, and let's talk. I want to talk about this. The more I've thought about this game, the last whatever it's been, 18 hours, I'm getting a little bit more annoyed the fact that we just couldn't finish this thing out. Like, you get the turnover, you go up by whatever it was, you miss the 2-point conversion, you get a stop on defense, you get the ball back, you can't get a single first down, and the defense can't hold them. So, like, it was right there, like, for the taking. We just couldn't finish it, and that to me is starting to, kind of irk me a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, but the amount of points that were put on the board, I mean, yes, that's absolutely the most annoying part. Like, I said it yesterday a million times. Like, I'm not upset about this loss. I'm really not. I mean, I wanted to win, but this, like, nothing. Like, no, I don't got a knot in my stomach. I'm not pissed off. I'm not sad. But, like, the amount of points were put on this board, we kind of knew the last team that had the ball was going to win the game. Even when the Lions got it back, I think we knew they were going to get that field goal. Like they got it. What was it? It was third and something. They got the first down, but I think we all knew it's like we're not going to win. I didn't think we were going to win.
No, I mean, you've seen that story before when a team has the ball.
Oh yeah, but I think if we would have had the ball at the end, we would have, like, if it was in the other situation and we needed the field goal, I think we would have got it too. Like I think it just came down to last person who had the ball.
Yeah, and we had the chance. I mean, all we needed was a first down, maybe 2 first downs would have sealed the game. We just couldn't do it. Again, that happens. I mean, 2 good teams going against each other. We proved that we definitely belong top of the NFC. So nothing there. Again, I'm not worried. I hate the way it ended. Like, I don't know. It was just
we lost. The biggest thing that sticks out to me, and we're going to get into it more, is just the play calling. Looking back at that 2-point conversion, watched it a ton of times. It's like Darnold didn't even make a horrible decision. Like nobody was open. There was nothing to do. There was nowhere else to go. I mean, anywhere he would have went probably would have ended in the same scenario. So like is it a play call thing? What was it? Like nobody was open whatsoever. And then go back to that 3rd and 4, the play call there, like where they threw it, and like the fact that Jefferson, even if he would have caught it, he would have been out of bounds. The clock would have stopped. Like take advantage of the middle of the field. So it all comes down to play calling, really the entire game for me. I'm not calling. People are saying like Kevin O'Connell, get rid of his play call. Like that's why he's here. I'm not going to do that. He's our offensive coordinator.
Yeah, and I know Brian Branch made a really quick read on that 2-point. He was there in an instant. He smoked that thing out very quickly.
He would have been
short anyway. The Vikings in the rematch. I'm not throwing anywhere near Brian Branch. He's just too damn good.
Viking funeral was smashed yesterday. I texted him last night and just said, "Are you alive?" He wrote back, "Yes." So it took a while, but he did confirm that he was alive.
So, yeah, a frustrating loss. Again, I saw something. The Vikings offense has scored 3 touchdowns in the last, 8 quarters now, which is a little concerning.
I want to say it was 10. I can't remember.
So the last in the league, isn't it? Isn't it last in the league? I think I saw it was also last in the league.
If it's 10 quarters, I can't remember, but whatever it was the worst in the league over that amount of quarters. But it's not fantastic. It's not great news. I mean, they need to pick up the offense. They need to get rolling like they were at the beginning of the season.
Yeah, 100% they have to. Look at the difference. Like the Niners game, we converted that first down. We did what we needed to do to win that game late. We couldn't do it again against the Lions. I mean, so we've seen this team do it before. Again, it's frustrating that they couldn't do it against, their biggest contender in the NFC North.
Also a very good defense. Abraham, why did we keep running off the middle? Need more sweeps. Need to use our great receivers more. Abraham Barbley, great name. Watching from Blaine, Minnesota. Hell of a rink.
Hell of a rink.
Time for mock drafts. Luminous. Easy, buddy.
What's going on? What is going on? No, it's for 5-1. We got, I'm not going to say cake part of the schedule coming up, but it looks pretty damn easy.
Oh, it's cake.
If we don't win the next 5 games, that's when I'll start getting concerned. But we should definitely be 9-1, if not higher, going beyond that.
Yeah, I mean, you look at our schedule. This is cake. It is a big old piece of juicy, wet cake. Nice frosting on top. I'm not a cake guy, to be honest. Frosting's gross, but this is cake. I'm going to say we'll be 8-2 after this little stretch here.
Are we going to lose to?
I don't know. I just it's cake, but I think that who was in there? The Bears. Is it? I mean, they're a little bit of a sneaky team, but 8-2. We're gonna be upset about 8-2.
No, we're not. But I'm just you look at who the hell's gonna beat us here? Yeah, I'm the
Bears.
I would assume
we'd be 9-1, but I'm just gonna put out 8-2 out there to be a little more.
The other thing too, Thursday games can be a little bit tricky. I'm not scared of the Rams, but just sometimes Thursday games teams just aren't quite healthy enough.
Nah, we're gonna kick the shit out of the Rams.
So yeah, you never know, but I expect us to be 9-1 for sure.
We are going to beat the hell out of the Rams.
Let's talk about a couple of performances that maybe we didn't talk about enough yesterday. And let's start with our left tackle, Christian Darrisaw. The highlights going all over Twitter of that amazing play. He blocks the one guy, then he loops around, comes back, and picks up the other guy who's about to kill Sam Darnold. Christian Darrisaw is fantastic. We don't point it out enough. Yeah,
that dude is going to go down as keeps this up, he's going to go down as one of the best left tackles in Vikings history. in maybe the NFL history. I mean, the dude is so damn good.
Yeah.
He doesn't get enough love. We don't talk about him. We're always
No.
talking about Jefferson. We're always talking about Sam Darnold. Aaron Jones is playing great. Defensively, we're just so used to Darrisaw being good. He's just a forgotten man. And Brian O'Neill's in the same thing. We never talk about our tackles and how beautiful we have it.
We are truly, truly blessed with those two tackles. They're so damn good. Darrisaw is so freaking athletic. What he can do, how he moves for a man so big, it's truly mind-boggling. If you haven't seen that, go look up Twitter. You'll see it. It's all over the place. It's just an amazing play. So he definitely someone we didn't call enough. Another one was Jonathan Grenard. The dude just balled out yesterday. One bar, you sent me the stats because you were really clamoring for him to be on our winners list, and I was fighting you on that.
First
but the dude,
it's fantastic. Our winners video should just be deleted. The fact that he's not on there. I mean, that's a joke. That's on us. That's on us. That's a joke.
So he had 4 tackles, 1 sack, a tackle for a loss. Where's the actual thing you sent me? Because he had a shit ton of pressures too.
He had 9 pressures.
9 pressures.
9 pressures. The dude was all over the place. He is so damn good. Without him out there, it's insane. I mean, him and Van Ginkel sound like a broken record, but these guys are they make our defense. They make everybody better around him. And that's why our defensive line is playing so well too. Because you got guys like Grenard coming up their ass. Came out bad.
It came out horrible. Grenard, fantastic. And I was thinking, the other thing I was thinking too, there was a couple times where Goff did lose the football. And I think every time, except for the Ivan Pace touch, that was David Montgomery, but he got it back. So we were hitting the ball. And that one Grenard play, he was this close to stripping that thing out too. So, it's when the pressure doesn't hit home, that's when we get beat in the back end. That happened. That second quarter was a great example of that.
And Jared Goff is legit. The dude is good. He's good under pressure. It's like he's such a good matchup for this Vikings team because that's what we are always going to be doing. We're always going to be bringing the blitzes, and we got to get that ball out of his hand. I mean, we were close a few times. We got it one time, but that's going to be he's a horrible matchup for us. He can sit in there, he can take the pressure, and he makes damn good throws. What was he like? Did he have 3 incompletions again? I mean, every week the dude has 1 or 2 incompletions. Jared Goff is probably the worst quarterback we could face.
Yeah, and Dan Hammond here, the Lions' elite O-line was the biggest difference in the game. Yeah, they
74 sucks. Should never play again.
Yeah, he was horrible. I can't even remember how many penalties he had. He made Ed Ingram look good. But yeah, their O-line held up. It held off the blitz. And when that happens, when you play fire with fire, sometimes you'll get burned. And that definitely happened to the Vikings when you get a 21-point second quarter.
And Zeitler will be out there next time like that. We're not going to have the pleasantries of having 74 out there. Jared Goff. Okay.
So
and
he's good.
Game.
What's that? Go ahead.
I'll just pile in on their offense. I mean, we don't need to go over the whole thing. The main thing is just look, this is there's no issues. There's no concerns. We hung with this team. I'm not scared of the Lions. If anything, I think the Lions brought them back to life a little bit more as far as the couple games they've had before this. These last 2 weeks, just thinking they're king shit and Vikings are fraud. They aren't the real deal. They were crapping their pants until they made that field goal. And if there was another team in this league that they wouldn't want to play again, I bet it's the Vikings.
100%. Vikings, again, exchanging blows, went down to the wire like we thought it would, and that's the way it went. And, we're not going to win every game. Just sucks. Coming up the bye, you're ready to roll. And it was weird because coming this bye, we seemed like we were in worse shape health-wise than we were on a normal week's rest. So that was kind of head-scratching too. But one other thing we should talk about before we start talking about the Rams looking forward, but Ed Ingram, we got to talk about Ed Ingram. There's been shit floating around on Twitter too about Reisner getting in there as early as Thursday. Is it time? Is it time to make the switch? Get Ed Ingram the hell out of there. Again, he was the lowest rated player, PFF. He was horrible. And it feels like from what you're hearing, the team is ready to make a move too.
Yeah, he was I don't know if he was the lowest. He was one of the lowest. Ivan Pace as well, one of the lowest rated players.
He was fifth defense. He wasn't even lowest defense.
Fifth from last?
Yeah, defense. He wasn't the lowest. I mean, he was.
Hey, when you're in the 40s, that's bad. So yeah, I mean, Ingram, done.
Yep.
Ed Ingram, done. Bye. Put Reisner in now. Ben Goss, TPP was retweeted somebody or quoted somebody basically saying like, and you keep hearing the same thing. Like, they're going to do it. They're probably going to do it. They're probably going to do it when he's healthy. Look for a change. Look for a change. And when there's smoke, there's fire. Like I fully anticipate Dalton Reisner being our starting right guard.
Yeah, on Thursday too. There's no reason. There's no reason to keep Ingram out there. He's not getting any better. Like we've gotten used to the shit play at that right guard spot. And again, if you have an option like Dalton Reisner ready to go, it's time to do it and just try something different. So I'm ready for the move. I think the Vikings are, and I think it needs to happen right now. And yeah, I mean, Purple and Gold Bar is a good point here. Like just yesterday too, coming off a bye, like how many procedure penalties did we have? We took, we had to use all of our timeouts in the first quarter. I know one was a challenge, but it just seemed like the Vikings, like just especially offense as a whole, like just wasn't
sloppy.
Really clicking. Like they just weren't clicking. It was off. Yeah, it was sloppy, and it shouldn't be that way. Like you've had all this time to prepare. Why are you so sloppy? I don't know. That was odd.
Hey, 5-1 is sloppy. I'll be sloppy all damn day. All damn day. And I don't think if Reisner was our starting guard yesterday, I don't think that really shifts the needle to a win. But if we had Hawkinson, man in the middle of that field, I don't want to go to the what if or we lost because of this. But Hawkinson, next time we play those guys, is going to be a big deal. We couldn't get anything in the middle of the field.
Well, it'll be huge, and getting Blake Cashman back will be huge. I know Kamu Gujir-Hill did not grade out well either. So
better than Pace.
That was. I don't think he actually was. I think he was worse.
Oh, he must have been really.
I think he was worse.
He was worse than Pace. That must have been like a 20.
I got it right here. Let me see what defense. Yeah, Kamu Gujir-Hill was the worst. He was 28.0 was his grade.
Wow, 28.0. I wasn't even sure they went in the 20s, although, Ingram's been in the 20s. So, yeah, Cashman, they're saying he's not going to play against the Rams, doesn't sound like. But Hawkinson sounds like maybe some limited snaps out there. Maybe he's full go. We will see. He'll be a big part. Can't wait. Wham, bam. Yeah. I think we're going to absolutely demolish the Rams. I think they're going to be very mad.
I think we'll be pissed off, ready to roll. Hawkinson, we need him. Johnny Munt was horrible yesterday. Just I don't know how many times. What was the one where he was knocked on his ass and he still got a hold? They really put that out there and they're talking about it. That was pretty embarrassing. Yeah,
it was not a fantastic look. And also in the NFC North, Packers, they're right there as well. I mean, they beat the Texans right at the end. So the NFC North, again, Bears were on bye, but continuing to prove best division in the league.
Yeah. So, again, Vikings lose to the Lions 31-29. Will Reichard, I mean, we should maybe just mention him again. KLC said he was going to go out there and try a 70-yarder at the end if they got close enough. So that's the confidence he has in Willie Longballs' leg. Could you imagine if he would have kicked a game-winning 70-yard field goal?
I think he would have. I think he would have made it. If they tried him out for 70, there's no reason to believe he would not have made it. And, he is showing no signs of missing a field goal. At this point, I kind of want him to just miss one when we're up by like 15 or 20 points.
Get it out of the way.
Get it out of the way, man. You missed a kick. Nobody cares. You're still awesome. Is that a weird thing to say?
I've thought the same thing too, just so it doesn't start to build and like, oh my God, he's, 36 for 36 and we're getting to the MC title game. Like, is he going to miss one? And it comes down to being like, the kick we need the most.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think it's going to happen, but we'll see. We will see. The other thing, we proved, we did prove that we can come back being down, because it was starting to look like it might get ugly quick after that 21-second quarter. Yep. Then the Jalen Naylor, I mean, thankfully he was out of bounds when he fumbled that thing, but it just was not looking good. And the Vikings did say, screw it, we're going to come back. And they did. And they were up until that field goal. So hats off for the Vikings for proving they can do that. Granted, they didn't win the game, but everybody was all concerned about that. Oh, yeah, blah, blah, blah. And they did it.
So that was a question that had definitely been answered. And Flores, I mean, Ben Johnson, he got him a few times there, especially the second quarter. So
right like that, Ben.
Two great OCs going at it. And I think Flores did make a nice comeback there in the second half. But yeah, just what a bad second quarter. Ugh.
It was gross. Somebody had a good point. Chris saying a must win. Lions play against the Titans next week, and I believe the Packers play like the Jaguars. So look for those two teams to continue getting some dubs in the column. They do get their schedules get pretty gross here though, pretty quick, but they got some gimmies this week.
Good. Yeah, I mean, again, the Rams, the team, I don't care if they get Cooper Kupp back or not. I think the Vikings are going to go in there, handle business, and handle it handedly. How about that?
Boom, handedly. Big game on Thursday. We'll be streaming that whole puppy, the entire game, pre-game, full game, post game. It's going to be a wonderful Thursday. We're actually going to be doing our horned up tomorrow. Tuesday. We're doing it Tuesday at 5:15. So
Rare
Tuesday
horned up. But, we're always horned up. We can do it any day of the week.
But Flores was a good D coordinator that wouldn't give up 4 straight touchdowns. It was a common problem last year when the Vikings lost the last 5. But can't compare it to last year. Our offense was on the field for 3 plays, and then they'd be off. Defense was a little more winded last year. I think we all agree Flores did not have his best game.
He didn't. And last year,
also not who he is.
Well, and last year we had we're down to backups in the secondary, so you can't really compare that.
Yes. All right. Any final thoughts? Put a bow on this puppy and move on to the Rams and never think about this loss again.
No, it sucks we lost, but again, we knew it was gonna be a close one, and sometimes you don't win the close one. So I'm not stressed about it. Some things we got to clean up, especially on the offensive side of the football. Procedure-wise, we shouldn't be having so many damn penalties. So again, I expect us to handle the Rams handedly on Thursday.
Absolutely. We will see you guys tomorrow live, and we'll see you Thursday live. And thanks for joining us with your lunch. Hope you guys all had a real nice turkey sandwich with a little mustard.
Hell yeah. And remember this, over 1.5 billion pounds of pumpkins are produced each year in the United States. That's a lot of pumpkins.
Oh, I love pumpkin bars.